Yo, what's going on? It's another Sane African production. We are here with my brother, my good brother from La Leezy. What's happening? Introduce yourself with the camera, please.
My name is Adolfo Calfani, 24 years old. I'm from Inglewood, California, and I'm over here with my man, Sane African.
That's what it is. Appreciate the time with Adolfo.
Yes,
so I just wanted to get it in with you while we're here out in Las Vegas. We about to do something powerful for the panel. Can you talk about what we're here for today?
We actually going to be on the panel. We're going to be discussing black love. A lot of detrimental things that cause problems between the black man and the black woman, and how that can be resolved.
Proper. What would you say, since we on that topic, when you hear a word like black love, what comes to your head?
Black man, black woman. Not a mixed man, black woman. Not a black man, mixed woman. Not a black man, white woman. None of that shit. Okay. Black man, black woman, making black babies.
Okay, like the sister across the street. Okay. No, don't mind me. That's what it is, brother. So what do you think is one of the most important things of black love?
Communication, because I notice a lot of the times couples, and I'm speaking from experience too, big arguments can happen over the smallest shit, or because of a lack of communication. So I feel like that's one of the main things. I feel like that's the most important thing is communication.
Okay, speaking of communication, you got your phone ringing right now. No, I agree with you, brother. I think communication is big. We gotta learn how to speak and just communicate. We know we under servitude and colonialism, and words, we gotta use them.
Right. A lot of us, seems like when we're dealing with spouses, we have like a pacifist type approach to it. Kind of passive aggressive, yeah. So we just gotta communicate a lot better. You feel me? If you don't like something your partner got going on, you sit down with him, talk that shit out. You feel me? And then if nothing changes from there, you feel me? Do what you gotta do. But communication before anything.
I dig it. Much respect. All right, so since we got that out the way, first give me a background. Give me what got you here to this point today in that fly ass dashiki.
My mom raised me in the nation for like pretty much first half of my life. I was in the nation from 2 to 15. I think I was about 8 or 9 when she had me watch my first Emmett Till documentary, and that kind of just sparked something in me. And then she had me watch like a whole bunch of documentaries and shit growing up about shit that was going on during the Civil Rights era. Had me read Without Sanctuary at 12, 13. You feel me? Had me read the stories on why the lynchings took place. Each time it was always some little bullshit. It just started to spark up a hate and crackers in my heart more and more.
You said you hate what?
Crackers.
Oh, you hate them crackers.
Hate them crackers, hate them devils, hate them chinks, hate them spits, wetbacks, all that shit.
Hey, you got a friend in me. So what would you say would be the best lesson that you got from childhood that has not steered you wrong today?
Don't fuck with them white bitches.
Okay, and how's that helped you not fucking with white bitches?
Shit, I know how they get down, you feel me? I know the nature of the beast, so that make me not want to fuck with them.
I think
you know the nature of the beast is being cool with them, like being cordial with them don't feel right. So why would you want to be intimate with them?
Okay, so since we're going into intimacy, what is your take on interracial relationships?
Honestly, I automatically assume, and I know it's probably bad to assume, but I automatically assume it's like issues with parents. You feel me? Like if a sister goes to date a white dude, I think she got daddy issues. You feel me? And vice versa. And a lot of the times, like from shit I have asked brothers, it does start at home. You feel me? A lot of them did have mothers they said mistreated them. You feel me? Just was very promiscuous, so they didn't really have a lot of respect for their mothers growing up, and they used that shit as an excuse to date outside their race.
Okay. Have you ever dated outside your race? You said, no, I didn't finish the question. I must respect, brother. You one of the few brothers out here who's holding it down, so we respect that. We respect that, especially coming from California.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's all I see, man. It's like everybody I was in school with got babies by somebody outside their race. You feel me? It's fucking with somebody outside. It's like they're not really trying to stick with the sisters no more.
What is the greatest thing about sticking with the sisters?
Man, you create more black babies, add on to the black population.
That's right. That's right. And we needs that. We needs that. We needs that right now.
Especially with the way they chipping us off out here left and right. You feel me? But that's also because they dying at a higher rate than they being born. So they're trying to take as many of us with them as they can. But different topic, different day.
So speaking of chipping us off, we can go on to that next topic. We've been getting chipped off a whole lot this year. Chipped off by the police. Chipped off trying to, get some exercise, running around in Georgia. We've been getting chipped off hanging in trees now in California.
Yeah, that shit is fucking wild. That shit made me sick to my stomach. I'm not even gonna lie, I almost had a breakdown. Reading about the 5th hanging that happened this week, it was just, I was so fucking irritated. Like, niggas is still out here marching, niggas is still out here protesting, and we're being hung. You feel me? Our babies is out here being killed. A pregnant sister got killed, and she was found with stab wounds, and they tried to rule that shit a suicide. So, for niggas to not get angry out here with what's going on is like really starting to eat at me.
Got you. So with them flopping us on camera right now, what would be your message to black people?
Put the cameras down, pick up a brick, pick up the closest thing that you see. But when these crackers start fucking with us, when you run across them Karens and Kevins and all that shit, make examples out of them motherfuckers. You feel me? Stop trying to get some clout on social media behind making the next viral video. If you really want to get that next viral video, beat their motherfucking ass in the street. You feel me? Leave them laying where they stand.
Hey, I'm not gonna argue with you on that. Basically, you saying is Negroes need to put the motherfucking phones down. And,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, put the fucking phones down. Like same thing when niggas be putting their hands on the sisters. Like, don't just record that shit. Don't laugh at that shit. You need to do what the fuck you need to do. From put that camera down and beat this nigga ass too.
So since we on this topic, George Floyd. Look like you got something to say, brother.
Man.
What do you think of all this George Floyd stuff going on? First, did you see the video?
Nah, I couldn't even bring myself to watch the video, but I've been seeing some things on social media, like him getting carried out on a stretcher with no legs there. I heard supposedly it's like crisis actors involved. I don't know, but this whole situation, everything that's going on, if he is really dead, you feel me? We not acting accordingly. We're not doing diligence.
I agree with you. I think we acting like grown-ass children worldwide. It's been about a month. First, let's deal with that. Police. When you come into interaction with police, what do you do?
Honestly, I honestly be disrespectful as hell. I mean, but a lot of my experiences with them, especially since I've been driving, I be getting disrespect from them first. So I'd rather disrespect you first before I give you the chance to disrespect me. I want you to see what kind of energy I'm coming with. I was pulled over with my cousin last year. Black cop and some wetback, and the black cop gonna come out with his gun drawn on him. That shit that didn't make nothing, you feel me, good for him. I could have been killed that day, you feel me, just by reacting the way I reacted. But I was so angry about it, I really didn't know how to not react the way I reacted. I'm not really good at biting my tongue. So I had a lot of words to say for that motherfucker, man.
As you should. I think, sometimes we need to flame them punk ass niggas up, because at the end of the day, I understand it's a job.
Yeah.
But then, you should still have respect for your brothers out here on the field.
Hey, but honestly, I don't respect black police in general.
Talk about it.
Feel me? Because police started as runaway slave patrol, slave catchers, dead or alive. So when they out here chipping us off, they technically doing their jobs. Feel me? Just because it didn't really start to protect and serve. They started with the intention of bringing us back to the plantations when we was running away and getting our freedom. Like I said, they didn't care if they did it dead or alive. So chipping us off is part of their job description.
When we see brothers out here in a position like George Floyd, what should be the proper response of our people?
Fight back. If there's 2 cops on top of a brother and there's 10 brothers standing right here on the corner, at least 3 of them should have the motherfucking courage to go up to this cop and beat his ass. You feel me? If you're not gonna grab his weapon, at least jump the motherfucker, but don't just stand there and watch.
I agree. I think that we need to start changing the standard that we supposed to die, because it seems like the standard right now is black men supposed to die, and that's what it's gonna be. But I'm hearing you, and we trying to live.
Yeah, we tired of dying. You tired of dying. We tired of the narrative being, well, if you would have just did this, you feel me? It's a lot of brothers that cooperate and still get killed. A lot of people don't even get the chance to cooperate. Tamir Rice didn't get a chance to cooperate. So
I agree. So I think, so you said the proper response is we need to just help our brothers when we see them in distress.
Hell yeah.
Sisters too.
Help.
Sisters too.
Even more.
And
even more.
Do you feel, because I hear a lot of, you know, that some people will say that the brothers are the warriors and the brothers are supposed to be on the front line. Do you feel that it's unsafe for black women to hop in those type of situations?
Like with what's been going on, like that 19-year-old sister that just got killed, women, this is not the time for them to be on the front line. I really don't agree with the sisters being on the front line. I feel like it's our job to go out there and really fight for our people, but that's a different story. I don't agree with the sisters being out there though, you feel me? Especially right now. Anything can happen, it can turn violent in a second, and people are going to be focused on themselves. You feel me? The brothers is going to be focused on themselves. They're not going to be focused on protecting the sisters, especially the brothers that's around my age. A lot of them is just for themselves. A lot of them don't think about protecting the sisters.
And we must protect our sisters because it's getting real bad out here right now, and we looking weak.
Yeah, we looking real weak.
Looking real weak.
Every time we let some shit happen, that's on us. Honestly, anything that happens to black women without a black man being around, that's on us. That's on us. Our women shouldn't be out here conserving their lives like that.
We got brothers hanging in trees right now. What's your thoughts in our city, Los Angeles? We got brothers being hung on trees. What is your thoughts on that right now?
That's Cracker's way of telling us it's easy for us to go back to the days. And like I said, we gotta act accordingly to this type of shit. You feel me? We still out here protesting. We still out here marching and shit while they be hanging our brothers. You feel me? Why not go out and retaliate? But a lot of people don't want to listen to that shit. We're so quick to retaliate with each other. Like I ask brothers from the gangbangers that, you know, where you from? I most of the time I hit them like, you ever banged on a cracker? You ever banged on a cop? And they don't be wanting to hear that shit. That shit be irritating them. A lot of the times they be wanting to squab with you. But
okay, so now you got my attention. Yeah. So, what would be your message to these thug ass niggas out here that's claiming folk, GD, Crip, blood, this and that, but they not in the streets with the police?
If you killed a black man in your life, gangbanger or not, this is the time to redeem yourself and go out there and bang on this fucking beast. And that's all I gotta say about that.
I agree, because I ain't with no nigga destroying the community and you gonna bang on the ops.
Right.
The real ops.
You're right. You out here destroying people on your team.
Yeah. Okay. So you got me. And we can switch gears. So, you next. What do you identify as a Pan-African, African?
I just identify as African.
Okay.
I don't know what parts of Africa my people were from yet, but I know I'm African at the end of the day, and ain't nobody gonna be able to take that shit away from me.
That's right. So, what would you say? What are you doing in your personal life to help push the global advancement as African people?
I'm actually, before all of this shit was going on, I started taking an automotive class. So what I wanted to do was use my knowledge of that. Like I want to learn all fields of automotive, from basic to electric to hybrid to diesel, all of that. Learn how to fix anything with an engine. Pretty much be an engineer and teach that to the youth. You feel me? How to start a program eventually and be able to teach the youth how to fix shit, how to be good with their hands, because we do need to become a lot more self-sufficient. So the more engineers we have out here, the better we gonna be looking.
Facts, we can build.
We could really build some shit out here. And I'm trying to talk everybody I know around my age that's not doing nothing, get a fucking trade. Fuck school, fuck college. You don't gotta go to college to get something going with your life. Get a goddamn trade. Learn how to do some shit with your hands.
Hang on, you just caught my attention again. You said you was 25, right?
24.
24, oh boy, here we go. Okay, so you still a TAY right now. You know what a TAY is?
Nah, what's that?
A transitional age youth.
Okay.
So, I got some questions.
All right.
As a youth who's still under 25, what would be your message to black men 30 and above?
Instead of belittling our generation for not knowing certain shit, uplift us. You feel me? I know it could be frustrating because a lot of us are ignorant and a lot of us ain't trying to hear that shit. But there are a lot of us out here that's open to learning more knowledge. So don't belittle education.
Proper. Thank you. Now I will work on that. What would be a question you would ask for the brothers or sisters older than you? What would be something that you would like to see from adolescents, you know, as people my age, 28 and above? What is something that you would like to see either presented for the younger generation or something laid out for youth such as yourself and others coming fresh out of high school?
You know what? I never really thought about that. That's a real good question. I gotta think about that. Come back to me with that.
Okay, all good. What's going on right now as a youth? What is your thoughts on the future for black people? What is something that you would just like to see done?
I like to see us not kissing crackers' asses no more, not trying to get acceptance. For me, it's obvious, it's clear as fucking day. They'll never accept us no matter how much we march, no matter how much we beg. None of that shit, they're never going to accept us, and we're never going to live at peace with them. So we got to stop trying to live at peace with them and start together for ourselves. Shit, if they can't even get along with each other, we'll make y'all think that they're going to get along with us. You feel me? They out here killing each other for life insurance claims. They don't care about your black ass.
Exactly. What would be one question that you would ask black women? As in, say, what would you ask the older generation? What would be one question you would have for black women?
You know what? I noticed like a lot of our generation has dads that's like not really active, whether it be from them getting killed, you feel me, or locked up. Now, a lot of them brothers was leading lives that led to them getting killed or locked up, you know, where they weren't just senseless. Well, it is a senseless murder, but it wasn't just some random shit. So what attracted you to that type of man, and what made you attracted to him so much that to make a baby with you? Because that type of shit created pretty much a whole generation of bitch niggas of us not having dads around. So what turned you on to those type of men so that way the younger sisters don't make the same mistakes?
That's a great question, brother. I think that because we do always talk about, you know, the men in the community that are the men that be absent are not, you know, being vital to the title of a man. But I don't think we never asked, you know, the sisters that what was it about this man that attracted you to him, and you know that made you want to stay with him and things like that. So I think it's a great question that younger brothers should ask. And you know, just we see the things in the community, and you know, y'all may get the blame for being the product of these communities.
Right.
However, y'all didn't create these communities.
We were brought up in them.
Exactly. So we can't blame, and that's why I'm asking these questions, because we like to talk about the youth, but nobody asks the youth, what do you think?
Honestly, I think older generations, I want to say like a little older than you, or about a decade older than you and up, a lot of them feel guilty for feeling this, and instead of eating themselves up about it, they take it out on us. That's how I feel about that.
I agree, and as a young person, how does that make you feel when you hear older elders and olders that some that may have sold us out shift the responsibility onto y'all?
Honestly, I get disgusted because it's like you don't hold yourself accountable for your lack of action.
I agree with you. Even though I'm moving up in there and sooner than later, but I agree with you. That sometimes I wish we had the space to flame our elders up, because they really need to hear it and not just talk about what they did, but they don't understand they have us in this situation.
Right.
And it's not that we hate them for this, we just understand they didn't know, but however, we should still have the claim to let them know y'all failed us.
I think we need the elders that were against segregation, you feel me, the ones that were against integration, the ones that wanted to stay segregated, like we need them teaching the youth right now, because it was a reason that they didn't agree with the whole integrated with the cracker to begin with.
Right.
You feel me? So that they was out here teaching their grandkids, you feel me, the children of their neighborhoods, the children of their communities, why they felt this way, and it probably sparked a change like down there overnight.
So you box too, is right?
It's been a couple years on. Put on a little weight.
We can't see that. So we gonna let it go. So about the boxing, how long you been boxing?
My granddad started me off as like a form of self-defense when I was about 3. You know, I always learned just to know how to defend myself, but I tried to take it serious. Well, I did start taking it serious at 19. So I really count from then up until now, 5 years.
Okay. And how many fights you say you have? You know, you still gotta win, lose, or draw?
I grew up squabbling. I got more fights on the schoolyard, on the street, at the parks than I don't think I'll ever have in a boxing ring.
So you've been training for life.
Yeah.
That's right. We need that. And do you instill that some of your training in some of the younger brothers that you come across?
Oh, of course. Especially the ones that seem more passive. Like those are the ones that really need it. The ones that let somebody belittle them. The ones that really let somebody put hands on them. Like, nah, you got to cut that out, man. You feel me? Learn how to just teach us some basic shit.
Right.
Teach us some basic shit, but they ain't gonna get fucked with no more.
That's right. So I commend you on that, brother. Because bullying is heavy in our community.
Yeah, that is.
And racism is heavy, and we need our younger brothers to start knocking their ass out.
That bullying and shit is what causes a lot of brothers to grow up self-hating.
Facts.
So we really need to get on top of that. Like, from elementary, I don't know. We need to start breaking that shit young.
I agree with you. Is there any last words or anything that you would like to share with the people out there? Anything about yourself? Anything that you got going on that you want to highlight? You want to give out your information? All that, you be contacted. Let the people know.
My ended thoughts though, like I said earlier, fight back. Stop just letting shit go on around you. Stop pulling your fucking phone out and help your brother and sister out. Feel me? That's all it takes. That's really all it takes for there to be one less martyr.
I agree. And lastly, who would you say your spiritual father is? If it was one man out of antiquity and history that you're gonna give all the praise and that led you the right way and you're gonna get a glory to, like, you know, I'm following him to the sun burn out. Who would that male or female be?
Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Woo! Say that one more time.
Khalid Abdul Muhammad.
Why Dr. Khalid?
That brother was strong. He was talking about shit niggas was scared to speak on back then. A lot of people wasn't too. He said kill the men, kill the women, kill the babies, and his reason for saying kill the babies was real powerful.
Well, why was that?
That baby's gonna grow up and overpower your baby. So if you want to avoid all of that, you feel me? You got the solution. You got the solution.
Alright, and that's what it is. Shout out to my brother Adolfo. Any closing words?
Black power.
Black power in this motherfucker. Sane African TV. We over here giving praise and props to the youth. Out here making it be known in Las Vegas. You know what it is. Holla.